In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a scalping session of a price action trader. I'm going to be relying only on pure candlesticks as they are being printed on the chart. Right now, I can see that we have bullish channel working here. I have many confirmations. We had a close outside, two-legged pullback correction, indicating depletion of the correction. And right now, the uptrend created new extreme. So this means this bullish channel played out. And because this is not a strong uptrend just yet, I'll be pausing, looking to go long. So stock market just opened. This is my pre-market analysis that I always have to do so I understand the overall market structure. After break of a channel, a new extreme was formed. We expect new market cycle correction or reversal, but we can see we are going very flat. Small support was established. This is a small consolidation, so we are in a correction phase. It's too bullish for me to go short and it's too congested for me to go long because you can see EMA exactly one of these bars. So this is a congestion, so I'm just staying out of this. But we have a break in new extreme, so right now I can see just indecision in the market. EMA in one of these bars, so I don't want to rush it. I'm just waiting my turn. We had a high impact news announcement around this time, and we can see spike in volatility, big spike up, big spike down, big spike up. You can see how fast it is still moving. So when the market is this volatile and the bars are this big, I can see the ATR is really big. I'm still being a little bit more careful. I'm just letting this subside a little bit, and I'm waiting for market to get to normal. And so far, no trade zone, just so much consolidation, waiting before the news. News came out and you can see pure spiky price action, which is not easy to navigate. I want to have clear context, key entry point, and a good setup. Because I can see continuous bearish momentum and I can see that we cannot stay above EMA for a long time, this tells me there's probably a stronger brand new downtrend. So I'm trying to find some spike in the channel because the first leg was very tight and very steep. So eventually the second leg is going to be much flatter. I don't really see that many good setups. The single bars were bad. So far it's still quite early, but I have to just watch it here develop, and I don't see any easy high probability setup yet. But I'm looking for a nice spike in the channel, and we'll see if we can finally get a good short setup soon. Alright, traders, I'm resuming the video as I'm going to take a second entry short two-legged pullback of the EMA VGAP film. So I'm going to place my stop loss one tick above the single bar. I'm going to go for 10 tick target profit because the ATR increase. You guys can see I scaled down the number of contracts due to increased volatility. So I'm scalping 3 contracts, leaving 1 contract as a runner right now. And I can see EMA rejected once, EMA rejected twice. Decent bearish bar, new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short in our established spike in a channel, which may even be a little bit steeper. We managed to get filmed, so I'm gonna trail it to break even because anything we make right now is just a bonus. We get our 10 points, and we'll see if this trend channel line will hold or there's some steeper alternative. So this is a second entry short two-legged pullback. EMA rejected once, EMA rejected twice. Okay, traders, we have another two-legged pullback, new low, first entry short, second entry short, but it's forming above the EMA, and I have a case for possible wider channel. So for this reason, I'm not taking it. I'm only interested in second entry short at the key entry point, at the EMA, below the EMA. This is above EMA and it can result into a trap. You can see this is exactly what can happen. So I have to follow the shortened channels and I have to respect the key entry point. If the setup is not at the key entry point, I'm not interested. So our wider channel is confirmed. I'm expecting a little bit of a correction now. Would be great to break the channel, but the bias is still bearish, even though we're working higher. So I expect for this uptrend to play out and then resume looking to sell again. Alright, we have a two-legged pullback second entry long that looks very tempting, and this uptrend may get a new high. But also the main downtrend was the bigger pattern, and I don't feel comfortable going long just yet. Now, we may first get a new high for this channel and then continue working lower, but I'm not just fully comfortable when the downtrend was quite significant. So for this reason, I'm not taking a second entry long. I'm being patient. And you can see we managed to maybe not get trapped, which is a good sign. So you can see always follow the main bias because it's the main significant pattern. They trapped all the early buyers looking for a new high of this uptrend while the trend down was the prevailing pattern. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the failed second entry long because we've seen them all getting trapped. I'm using a little bit deeper limit order. But be careful, so I'm gonna go for 10 tick target profit. Once again, putting my stop loss 1 tick above the signal bar, going for 3 contracts as a scalp, 10 ticks, and even 1 contract as a runner. All these bulls looking for second entry long, they just got trapped. Alright, we just need a couple more ticks. Okay, we get filled, and you can see I use a little bit of a limit order because this bar was 3.75 big, so I always measure the bar before I enter, so I know my risk to reward. It looks like the channel down is actually wider, so I'm gonna copy it like this, and this was a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure. This was the main downtrend that needs to get new extreme. This was our second trade, 10 ticks. I'm gonna mark it as a failed second entry long, and hopefully it makes sense why we took it. I wasn't first expecting the failed second entry long to form like this, but once we saw this big bullish bar getting trapped, I had to take the other side because you know it trapped so many buyers looking for the new high, but because the main downtrend is the main pattern, you know, when you see such a nice bullish bar for the opposite side, you know they got trapped, and we managed to close below EMA. Had we closed above, I would not have entered. So right now what I'm going to do, because I expect new low, I'm going to give the runner a little bit of room, and if we're going to continue working lower, I'm just going to trail it. Alright traders, and our runner got hit at break even. Looks like the price action is already creating the new extreme. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Shortly after, the market reversed and a bullish channel started. Why is that? Well, because if I'm going to zoom back, I can see that the overall structure for today is a trend range. And it is not uncommon for trends to not reach full new extreme in trend ranges, because there's overwhelming amount of buyers and sellers at the top. So we can see that the price action continued working higher and a brand new wider uptrend was established with a little bit of an overshoot that generated stronger momentum. This was pivotal because, as you can see, this is the low today important key level that is coming into play every single time. After downtrend played out with the break a new extreme, and this key level held as a support, followed by a push above EMA, this is what established this bullish channel. 3 swings at the bottom, 2 swings at the top, overshoot breaking the channel. So we had new low, first entry short pullback, second entry short failure. But as you can see, for the most part, you're still below EMA, and it's a little bit concerning, especially if you're not closing on its very high with this bull bar. So shortly after, you have a high-low confirmation setup, another rejection at the EMA, and then I marked a triple test, like a 1 bounce, second bounce, third bounce, while this bullish channel is expected to create new extreme according to trendline rules, because the trend range is coming into play and all the buyers are stepping into the market. After breaking new extreme, we expect market to go in a new cycle, correction or reversal. If you, after new high, want to predict the bearish reversal, what are you expecting? Well, you need to see push below EMA and a failed second entry long. A lower high is not enough because you want to expect reversal of the trend, so you need to see failed second entry long. And I don't see any good setup because this is just a sideways structure, just a correction phase. No good long setup, no good short setup. Just be patient because this is the area that can get you chopped. So when there is indecision, just wait it out. Try to follow the short-term channels, break new extreme, more sideways structure, and then we have a nice spike and a channel pattern where you're breaking the channel and you expect second entry long from new high, but market only created first entry long and new extreme. But after new extreme, market continue working higher and continue working higher. You don't want to be thinking about selling just yet because you haven't even managed to break below EMA once. This still visually looks like a one steep move up, so don't even be trying to sell. EMA kept rejecting. This is a strong push to the upside. In fact, it's so strong that a brand new uptrend can be established after the market is creating many pushes to new extreme. We expect new extreme, but I have to let the correction play out. Downtrend, break new extreme, visual two-legged pullback. The resistance is coming into play and acting as support. So you're expecting high-low confirmation setup of the two-legged pullback because we expect new high for the channel. But I don't have any break below neither one of these bars lows. So there is no first entry short. So unfortunately, no lower high for us to capitalize. New extreme. And now we expect correction or reversal. So if you want to predict the reversal, you want to see a failed second entry long below EMA that never formed, break new low, push back above EMA. And if you have a break new high, you cannot take the very first second entry long because uptrend played out. If you expect continuation of the bullish trend based on the EMA rejections, you can consider some confirmation setups such as high-low, but high-low form as a doji, and shortly after we got a bearish trap, failed second entry short, a little bit more aggressive, but decent signal bar, not that big, so you can consider taking quick easy scalp, and at this point, market is about to close. This is the big picture for today. Overall, quite a big of a trading range, but there was a strong trend down and a decent trend to the upside. So I hope you had a good trading day. I hope you found a good set of setups. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.